What is up everyone, Northside here, and with today's patch we have some changes to Barbarian, and also I will leave the link to the full patch notes. There are some adjustments to the actual trial and masterwork, but I will not be talking about that. I'm maining a Barbarian, and Barbarian, do not expect anything mind-blowing from this. However, they're moving slowly and upping the magnitudes, changing the encounters. However, we are still mid. I would not say we're in a good spot. However, we can be semi-competitive. So we will start with the actual powers that has been changed. We have Persistent Rage will now unlock at level 3. This is under General. It will increase the rate at which you generate rage. Also, Marathon Runner will increase your movement speed by 10% when out of combat. This now unlocks at level 6. And also Raging Criticals, which will increase your critical severity by 10% when under effect of Battle Rage or Unstoppable. This will unlock at level 9. So the idea behind this is to actually help the newer players if they're struggling when they're starting a new character or they are really lower level and got stuck somewhere. Moving forward, Bloodletter magnitude has been increased from 520 to 600, and if you are using the actual Blood Spiller, the magnitude is now 950 from 920. And this encounter is a no-brainer. It has been used or is being used with Frenzy and IBS in single target fight or boss fights, and basically I can just activate the spawn or just spawn the boss illusion and hit him. So there is really nothing much to it, just a magnitude increase. If the Bloodletter is with the Blood Spiller feat, it is 30 magnitude increase. If it's just without the Bloodletter or Blood Spiller feat, it is from 580 to 600, so 80 magnitude increase. So almost 1,000, which I don't know. Frenzy is basically 1,275. Is the hardest hitting encounter, and it's pretty actually good. I really want to go switch and just hop to the Axestorm. Now the Axestorm, I don't know why they're pushing this. This is the most ridiculous encounter. No matter what they do, I will never use it, and I think it's absolute junk. Now what they did upgraded magnitude to 50 from 400, that was prior, and now what they did, the casting animation for Axestorm has been sped up in attempt to make it more usable. So they're attempting to make it more usable. They're basically like forcing us to use it, and I don't really see the point in that. So we're just gonna go and hit some training dummies. I mean, the damage can be good. They did adjust the cone and how you actually throw it, and you can see that the cast time has decreased from 2 seconds to 1.4 seconds. So here it is 1.4 seconds. However, I do not like this encounter. I just don't use it. I would rather just use Not So Fast with my actual Relentless Speed that has actually been buffed. That's 15% chance now to grant the effect of Relentless Speed for 6 seconds, and we can not spam, but use it without the cooldown. So this was actually a good improvement, if you wish. So let's go to the training dummies, because I want to cover the actual Battle Fury that has been changed really quick. Now, regarding the Battle Fury, this was a very popular encounter pre-mod 16 up until mod 16, and it was a really good encounter to self-buff. That has been changed with the combat rework and also with the rework of the encounter itself. Now, as you can see on the picture here, this is from the life shard, and it will unleash your inner rage, increasing your damage dealt by 10% and nearby allies' damage dealt by 5%. Now the problem here was that these effects are reduced by 20% every 2 seconds. So in no shape or form were I using, or anybody, any barbarian that I know were using Battle Fury. Now this has been changed, so let's go over that and how this can be utilized in a party combined with Trample the Fallen, and also with self-buffing and buffing your party. Even though I think this 5% could be maybe 10%, but then it would be kind of maybe in Cryptic's mind overkill, because we already have 10% damage dealt for yourself, and nearby allies are dealt 5%. So that's very important thing to say. Now this has been changed. The Battle Fury encounter, now damage increases now remain at full strength for the duration of the buff. As you can see, it has been removed at 20% dissipation in the damage every 2 seconds, which was really off-putting, if you know what I mean. And maximum targets are increased by from 5 to 10. It will prefer players over targets, generate +10 rage on activation, but this will not scale with Relentless Battle Rage, which is this, which I actually use. So cooldown decrease from 25 seconds to 20 seconds. Now obviously it is 16.8 seconds with me, or for me, because of my boons and basically reductions, and that's actually not that bad. So we recently had Trample the Fallen, which many called a nerf, and Trample the Fallen actually, whenever you hit an enemy with an encounter or daily power with a control effect, which can be a roar, which can be not so fast, it will provide 3% more damage to the allies, to the party. So, and we will deal 10% more damage to controlled enemies. So if we pop the actual Battle Fury, and this is basically an AoE encounter. I see it useful as AoE. And if we pop Battle Fury and control the targets, we have that 20% for actually 10 seconds. Duration of the Battle Fury is 10 seconds. And Trample the Fallen, we will deal 10% more damage to controlled enemies. So what we can do is actually just pop Roar, pop this, control the target, and then just use Relentless Slash, and if it procs, use it again. And for this 10 seconds, you will see here in the buff bar the actual Battle Fury. So let me just show you one more time how this actually works. Basically, place the debuff, pop Battle Fury, pop Battle Rage, and we're full, and we can use the control. And now we're doing 20% more damage, plus we are contributing to the actual party. So I mean, 3% from Trample the Fallen is not a lot, but it is with this 5%, it's 8% to the party contribution. So it's not that bad. In summary, we can go over this, and I can see this being viable. And just to summarize, they actually did improve Relentless Speed from 5 to 15%, which I think it's pretty good for clearing the mobs. They upped the magnitude for Bloodletter, and if it's fitted with Blood Spiller, of course, 950. Also, what they did, they actually rework hidden daggers, even though the magnitude is 100 and 150 surprise attack. So you got these actual 2 charges, then you can do basically just more damage. But I think the actual hidden daggers could be a little bit more, because they reduce the magnitudes from 200 and 150. It was more, but we didn't have 2 charges. Also, what they did, they actually buffed this absolutely horrible Axestorm encounter from 400 to 450, I think, and they did reduce the cost speed of the actual encounter, and that's it. Also, what they did so far, they increased the damage dealt by 25% after you activate the Battle Rage, but if you're using a Relentless Battle Rage, it will increase damage dealt only by 15%, so you have to use Escalating Rage. And last but not least, For the Sentinel, we have Sure Strike at will. Sentinel Sure Strike now restores stamina on hit, which I think it's really, really good for the Sentinel. And that's it for the actual combatant powers for the Barbarian. Nothing, like I said, mind-blowing. However, it can be utilized in a party. It can help a party. Yes, 5%. Yes, 3% from Trample the Fallen. But this is mostly for AoE fights. Now you can use Roar. You don't have to use Roar because this is also control power. Roar is a control power. But I mostly use Roar to build my Battle Rage or Rage, Gouge. However, hidden daggers are also in play, and you can actually use them quite nicely. And just here we go. There we go. There we go. We can even pop some daily here, and that's it. So, and also the broken the broken Vecna that is still not fixed. Thank you for watching. There is still much work to be done on Barbarian, in my opinion, and that's just my humble opinion. That's all there is to it. But at least it's some movement in the right direction, I would say. However, much more work needs to be done because we all know who dominates current meta, and that's it. I'm not gonna say it. You already know who or what class that is or classes. That's it. Thank you for watching. This was Northside, and Northside is out.